Now, what were you feeling as the storm approached and during the storm?
I didn't have a fear. Honestly, I didn't have a fear because I already had turned my home over to the Lord, and I just was waiting.
And we begin with the relentless threat from Hurricane Dorian, rapidly strengthening over the past 24 hours to a monster Category 5 storm, striking the Bahamas with 185-mile-per-hour winds, the most powerful storm ever recorded to strike the island nation. The rain and storm surge flooding streets, surrounding homes, trapping people inside.
All right, here we are. This is our house we're staying at, Wendy's house. Very exciting. We got, palm trees around. Got some new construction. We have beautiful blue skies on this side. There's the church sign there. Bahamas United Church of God.
I'm Lena Van Osdol. I am the coordinator of the Good Works program. One of the best things I think that we do is to help in emergency situations like hurricanes or wildfires, things like that. And 3 years ago, Hurricane Dorian just blew into the Bahamas and sat for over 24 hours. And it just caused devastation and havoc. I contacted Chuck Smith, who is the senior pastor for the Bahamas, and just let me know what you think the needs of the brethren are going to be, and we'll take care of that. The airport was pretty much wiped out, and even the ports and the harbor was damaged. So it took about 2 weeks before anyone could even get to the country.
We watched the water rise up on the side of the house, but it never came inside. The roads were flooded. People were walking up to water up to their neck. If you had children, you had to put your children on your shoulder around your neck because it was very high. My cousin drowned up in East End. Her, a husband, and a daughter, they drowned. So I lost family in that storm.
Across all of the Bahamas, the storm left at least 70,000 people homeless. An estimated 13,000 homes were majorly affected, and 45% of those homes were on Abaco and Grand Bahama Island, where we are currently visiting. The storm tide reached 25 feet on the east end of Grand Bahama Island, and Dorian dropped 3 feet of rainwater. After the storm passed, 60% of the island was left submerged.
I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I have no idea.
My husband Lewis and I made the trip from New York City to Grand Bahama Island to check on the progress that's been made since the hurricane. Good Works helped several members of the United Church of God after the massive flooding. Today, we're heading out for a visit and to hear their stories. This is Cynthia Williams. She's been a member of the church since 1973. She turns 84 this year. She has 6 children, 3 of them have passed away, and her husband died 7 years ago. She is as tough as they come. Cynthia placed her trust in God and asked for his protection as she rode out the storm from her home.
The neighbor called me, said, "Look at the water coming down the street." I looked. There was this water coming down the street, and it was, like wavy because of the wind. And I was in shock to move anything, to say we'll move it to hide, because I didn't think it was coming in. When I look, it came in. 2 people tried to come and help me. My brother-in-law came in their church bus, high bus. But when they got out on the street, he couldn't come any further because the water, so we were here stranded. I wasn't scared. I went lay down. The water reached just below the mattress. It didn't come up to the mattress. My children tell me, Mommy, I don't know how you could sleep in that. But you know, I don't know. God gave me peace. My trust was in God. He promised that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No disease or pestilence shall come near me. He said, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I know for sure I was under his shadow. After that, after we got cleaned up and everything, Good Works, they got everything straight for us. I'm making some cutting out some God was very, very, very good to me. I couldn't ask for more. The church really came through for me.
Ah, look at that. Look at that farm.
Farm, really? This one or this one? No, that one.
Anthony Lindsay is one of Cynthia Williams' 3 brothers. Anthony is a carpenter, and he enjoys a small fruit farm behind his home. He and his wife Elsie Mae have 3 children and 5 grandchildren. He recalls his experience with Hurricane Dorian.
I did a lot of work, the aftermath, because I'm a carpenter and I build cabinets and everything was destroyed. I mean, you could see from the front door straight to the back door, and you're talking about 12, 14 feet of water. I'm talking about salt water even. And I wouldn't want nobody to experience that. You have a ripe one over here. Yeah.
Get it?
Yes, sir. This is called a sapodilla. Yes, sir. Oh, they're sweet.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's good.
If you go and drive and go around here, you're talking about 5, 6 feet of water. Wow. But when it reaches us, it's about 2 feet the most. It never get that high to come into our house. God, I know, definitely intervened.
For the most part, the members only needed minor repairs for their homes. But as we discovered, others in the community were not as fortunate.
All right, it's Tuesday morning, about 10:20. We're headed out towards the east end of the island, where there was a lot of damage done from the Hurricane Dorian, and hopefully be able to interview some of the locals. It's a beautiful day, and we're ready.
This is how the hurricane came in. It came in from the south side of the island, and it came over the land, 20 feet high. And then this how you can see that opening there from that hoax there.
Yeah.
That's the majority of that power of the hurricane with the flood came in.
Yeah.
But people was in the room in the ceiling for 3 days.
Wow.
After the storm, Good Works assisted the members first. And from then, he said, after y'all was settled, go into the community and see who needed help. The first set of people we got in contact with was through my husband. He was playing basketball with one of the gentlemen from Eastern named Victor. And he said to Victor, say, you from Eastern? He said, yes. Say, you got damages? And Victor said, yes, I did. So he said, what do you need? What could we help you with? Victor said, I need some plywood. I need some blocks. And then he said, do you know anybody else? That was a mistake my husband did, because my husband said him take the people's numbers. He gave my number to Victor to give to the people. So my phone is the White House red phone. That's still ringing. When you see that red phone ringing in movies on the White House, that don't shut down. Hello.
There are several keys on the east side of the island that sit just below sea level. The people who live here are mostly fishermen and construction workers. This is the poorest part of the island and the most remote. Currently, the nearest grocery store is 40 miles west. And just this year, finally, after 3 years, they've opened one gas station in McLeanstown.
Knock, 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 knock. Hi, Mom. How you doing, darling? You do. Let me pop that. There you go, Mom. Come on in. Come on in. This is Clarice, the beautiful lady.
Nice to meet you.
How you doing, Dale?
All right.
This is Jamie and Rudy.
Hi.
Thank you for letting us come in.
She is a double amputee that because of Good Works, I will be taking you all to her home that Good Works is really helping out, trying to get them in there. When Pastor came down a couple months ago and he met her, he said, Wendy, shut everything down, try to get this woman in her home.
And the rent is $1,000 a month. Yes. Yeah. And it's very expensive. With nobody working now, can't afford it. So we're trying our best to see how fast we can get in there, but it's rough. With funds, yes, it's rough.
We'd probably need about $6,500 more to complete a home with another tub to come in and tiling. You need another toilet, you need face basin, those things, and all electrical wiring and whatnot. They could probably get a fridge and stove on their own, plus a hot water heater. They will need a hot water heater because the winter's coming, and as you see, they live close to the sea. It gets very cold in that area.
You guys look over here. This is a forest that was about 10 feet underwater during the hurricane, and the salt water damaged the trees. So most of them have died because of it. They're not meant to be under salt water.
This gentleman here, his name is Rodrigo Mitchell. He was very essential to us in the delivery from Gold Creek, where we just started, all the way down to McLeanstown. He had a truck, okay? And he was one of the persons that, because he was devastated, his home was completely lost. He had a young son. So to help them out, I rented their vehicle and paid them to carry the materials from Freeport into East End.
Thank you very much for all of the assistance and the help I got. I just wanted to say appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Anytime y'all need me, right here.
How you all doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Good.
This is Miss Janine Russell.
Yes, Russell.
Her husband survived the storm. Tornado lifted him up and dropped him back on this earth without breaking a bone by the grace of God. And I asked her, can I help you? Because they were living in a tent.
We had our tent place right there for 6 months.
6 months.
When the rain come, everything fell in. We just fix it back. We go back sleep.
She said, Miss, see, I need some wood. We just need to knock up a shack so we could go inside and whatnot. I delivered the plywood, the 2x4s, 2x6.
We live like that until we get help from, coming in. And I thank God for everything. We still need help, but for what we have right now, I'm grateful for it. We are still using outside toilets and all those, But thank God we have a roof over our head.
Whatever I can get from people who are renovating or throwing out, if I see it looks good, I pick it up. And I carry it for those people in East End that I know they could use. They're humble. Everybody's not snotty. When you don't have something, you're grateful for whatever you can get. And that's how those people are.
Our next stop is the home of Lawrence and Alberta Cooper. They own a small fried chicken restaurant on the East End in McLeanstown.
This here is Alberta and Lawrence Cooper's home. One of the homes Good Works has been assisting with materials and labor.
The restaurant was completely destroyed. Goodworks supplied the Coopers with sheetrock and other materials to get their home restored. Their house is located right next to the old restaurant. Unfortunately, 2 weeks before we arrived, Alberta's husband suffered a heart attack and died. She's left struggling to keep their business going by running the fryers from her front porch.
She's got some electric somewhere, Liz.
There's electrical, right, but it's all extension cords all over the house.
Yeah.
A short walk down the street brings us to the home of Selma Davis. She's the sister of Alberta Cooper.
The roof was gone. It was just a building. There was nothing in it, nothing. Not a bed, not a table, nothing.
Selma Davis, she fell out a couple of weeks ago and she knocked her head. So she also is in a devastated state that her home is not completed. She has no insurance, no job, no husband, because the husband is dead. Whatever they get, piece by piece, they're doing.
I had 9 feet of water in the house.
Okay?
9. And I could have measured it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it left a little grass,
the water
leaves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see you still standing this.
Yeah.
And you're a strong lady.
Okay, so Wendy was buying supplies for some of the builders and the houses to take out this way, and she was talking to the owner of the paint store, telling him what all the materials were for. You know, people out here at the East End and in Freeport, they're doing this work, and the paint store actually donated paint, gallons of paint. You know, she was saying, you know, it pays to be honest. So many people aren't honest with what they're doing, what what the materials are going to, or they make promises and they don't keep them. Here we have God's people making promises to help their neighbors and keeping those promises.
But also, when you think about it, it's that they're doing good works and it's spurring other people to do good works. And that's kind of one of the beautiful things about God's way. We are talking to people and we are helping people, and that inspires people to do good things themselves. And I think that's really beautiful.
So when I started delivering, people started crying. I had to tell them, in the name of Jesus, please stop crying. Do not praise me. Put your hand in the air and praise God. I said, this has nothing to do with me. I'm a servant. I'm doing God's work. He put me here to help you all. You all have to know that. Praise God. And as I distribute materials, I distribute magazines. I said, this is who we are. We don't want no money from you. We want nothing from you. We want you to serve God.
It's about coping with the times of crisis. Take time, you know what I mean? That's help us too. And I'm going forward, okay? But we appreciate you, man. And I promise myself that storms like that, I'll wake up every morning and give God thanks and praise. He deserves it. And blessed be your name. Because it's only Him who keeps us. Plain and simple. It's only Him who keeps us.
Today's our last morning on the island. We said goodbye to the Mackeys this morning. They're great hosts. It was fantastic meeting the brethren here and seeing the places that they live. We got to meet some of the locals who have been helped by good works. And their situations are pretty dire in some cases. You can see God's hand in preserving His people here and also helping them to be a light to their communities. And I think that was one of the highlights of this trip. We got to see people serving their brethren and also serving their communities, potential brethren in the family of God. And that's part of being a Christian. We got to see that in action here.
On this trip, we were welcomed into people's neighborhoods, their homes, into their lives, and in part into their struggles. It was heartbreaking to see so much destruction and suffering. But in the midst of all of that, the snapped trees, the salt-soaked forests, the hollowed-out homes, the crumbling roads, there was something else. Something really, really beautiful. There was hope, and there was resilience, and there was compassion. And for me, that's what Good Works is all about. Sharing compassion and offering hope where we can. If you would like to donate to the Bahamas Relief Fund or any of our other projects around the world, you can visit goodworks.ucg.org.